Good day. Glad you opened up my videos so you can hear some information about what I plan on sharing with your son or daughter this year in algebra or geometry. I was not able to make it to the open house because of some golf obligations as I coach golf here at the high school. But welcome to the open house video of August 26, 2015. My name is Mark Corpus. I teach algebra and geometry. As you can see from the information on top, there's some background information of me. But you want to hear what is your son or daughter going to be involved in and what is going to happen, what is her experience going to be in my classroom. And as you recall, when you were in geometry, it is unlike any math course that one has ever taken before the class. And so I kind of want to prepare them and let them know that I'm definitely here to help them. Many scientists and experts believe that sophomores, freshmen are not ready for geometry, and so my job here is to kind of train their eyes, as you will see, through optical illusions. When you take a look at optical illusions, these illusions are illusions of sight based on spatial relations. And the definition of geometry is the study of spatial relationships. Now, if you're watching this and your son or daughter is in algebra, you'll still get an idea of the things I like to do. I like to pull real-world items, things that they will recognize so that I may relate to the students and have the algebra and geometry come alive. But if you look at this optical illusion, as you'll notice there are gray dots at the corners. The reason is how closely spaced those geometric shapes and figures are relative to each other. And then we go ahead and advance to the jazz lady illusion. My job is to make sure I can focus these students' eyes on different parts of the diagram so they can see all the components going on. So in this diagram, if you look at the black, you should see the jazz player. If you look at the white, focus on the right-hand side, you should see the lady's face. And then we graduate with this complex one, which actually has three faces in one. A young lady turned away from us, a man with a big mustache, and an older woman with her long chin aimed down. The reason why I take this time with them, and I actually did this activity with them in class, again, is to, one, connect the mathematics through real-world examples and try to relate it to them, and at the same time try to train these students so they know how to take a look at our complex 2D and 3D figures. Now, my schedule to help your son or daughter, my office hours are 3rd and 7th, but I am here as early as 6:15 to 6:30 in the morning, and once golf ends on September 21st, I will be available till 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So the students can never say they cannot find me. As far as grades will be posted on Progress Book daily, and for the ease and communication for your son or daughter, I use Google Classroom. Now, I don't have time to show you all of these Google Classrooms, but as you can see, each class has their own Google Classroom. So if I go ahead and open up first period, first of all, on the front, you can see today's assignment, actually the assignment that was due today being what? August 30th, Tuesday, August 30th. But if you click on it, and if you want to be a part of this, or if for some reason your son or daughter can't get to it, the password when they open up Google Classroom, join the class, and as you can see on the left-hand side under class code, VTLCMJ, and you can see the students that are already a part of my Google Classroom. But what they'll see is you will see daily assignments. There'll be videos like where you found this video as well. Another thing I do and like to have is something called Remind. But before I get to the Remind information, I do the Remind because I really do like to connect with the students on a personal basis. I actually, through an app, it's not my number, but through an app, I actually text that day's assignment to your child. But for geometry, there are some other apps out there that will assist them, such as Geometry Stash and Video Geometry Tutor. That one is $2. I get nothing for this. I'm just trying to offer things to help my students. And I told the students really, at this day and age with the internet, there is no reason any student should struggle in any class. All you have to do is type in that subject online, and there are several videos out there that they can kind of peruse themselves and gain what they can from them. But here's the remind, if your child is in geometry, essentials geometry, honors geometry, or algebra, the 4 classes I teach, all you have to do is text to that phone number, 81010, and if you're geometry, text that message at mcorpuz. If it's essential geometry, you've got at 9503F, and as you can see in the other ones following, you simply follow that. There will be daily announcements as well as OTL assignments texted to them each and every day. So they can never say, I didn't write it down, I can't find it, it's on their phone. As far as the makeup of the grade, you can see what it is here, but I do assign homework, but I don't call it homework. I call it OTL, because let's be real, I can do amazing things in the class, and I don't mind saying that I do, and I do it with my students together. The rapport, the activities I have planned, I have cutting activities, folding activities. I have software program that I have over 100 different templates, so they can see these relationships, these theorems and postulates come to life. So that I'm not just lecturing them, they actually see it come to life in front of them. I call it OTL because they're really not going to learn it until they take the OTL, opportunity to learn. I can do whatever I want in class, but they've got to take the time on their own. Those are worth anywhere from 5 to 60. As you can see, sometimes I find it necessary to give homework quizzes to make sure that the students are actually doing some of the OTLs as well as checking for their understanding. There are some projects, depending on the class, that are worth anywhere from 60 to 200 points. As far as preparing for my class, I have to tell you it is very difficult to fail my class. I have a very low failure rate over the years with 24 some odd years of experience. And I believe it's everything that I'm willing to do for the students, not only here with you with the resources I'm providing, but as far as the activities and the energy and the enthusiasm that I give off every day. Just ask your child, they'll tell you. I'm not making this up. But as far as number one, you'll notice OTL right there, the most important thing in any class. But if they do fail a class, it is because they do not are not present in the class. So be present, and I've got many different items I can use, as well as there's another website for you down at the bottom, Khan Academy. So again, just to give you another glimpse on what I'm willing to do for your son or daughter in algebra or geometry. Yes, I do use Geometry Sketchpad in algebra. I want to show you some of the templates I've created. Here you'll see Sketchpad, and I've got two lines intersecting, and you'll see that angle D to the FC is the same measure as B to the FE. But what I can do and what the child will see is that I can actually animate that point, and I can tell them stop. When I tell them to stop, as long as two lines intersect, they will see that it is always the case that the two non-adjacent angles formed by intersecting lines will always be what we call congruent or have the same measure. Just want to give you a glimpse, and again, the things I'm willing to do for your son or daughter to give them a valuable experience. As far as the presentation that you can see, I use Smart Notebook, which is what I presented this video to you through. And if you have any other questions or concerns, I cannot tell you how much I am looking forward to working with your son and daughter. These kids amaze me each and every day, and it really comes right back at them. With the rapport that we develop, with the things that they see that I do, they meet me halfway, and it's a terrific experience. My phone number is 216-642-5860, extension 1213, and there you can see my email. I look forward to working with your son or daughter, as well as hopefully meeting and talking with you maybe somewhere in the future. Please don't hesitate to contact me. Enjoy your day.